Gold. Give us a 20. Give us a 20. Come on. Never rolled 2d20s before. How's a graphics going to look for this? 18. Oh my goodness. 18 treasures, guys. That is a lot of treasures. Okay, it's time for something a bit different with a dice rolling deck. So fans of D&D, this is definitely for you. Our commander Farideh is one of the rare commanders that actually cares about dice rolling. So whenever you roll dice, if the results was 10 or higher, you draw a card. And also it gives Farideh flying and menace until end of turn, which is quite unique because you can kind of use her as a Voltron deck. That's why we have a couple of swords in here. It's not full on the Voltron, but just swinging in with just even one of these sword triggers can be pretty good. There's a lot of dice rolling in the deck. Well, actually, the wording is interesting. So if you put dice roll, it just comes up with the synergy cards, which are pretty cool. So whenever you roll one or more dice, you get a fairy, deal 1 damage to each opponent. If you roll one more dice, it said roll that many +1, ignore the lowest. That's pretty cool. And this one lets you, if you would roll one or more dice, it said roll that many dice +1, ignore the lowest roll. So it's pretty good. But if we look for roll, I think they're all D20s in the standard sets that were released. So we've got some pretty exciting ones here. Ancient Silver Dragon lets you draw D20 cards when that hits. Ancient Copper Dragon lets you create D20 treasures when that hits. So that's pretty awesome. The Wizard Spellbook is in playtesting. It's pretty powerful as well. It is 7 mana before you get to do anything. I guess 8 mana really, if you want to consider that the middle ability lets you cast a spell for 1 mana. And the 1 to 9 roll lets you copy it and cast the copy, but you have to pay mana. So it is a bit risky if you just play this at 7. But yeah, you get to stack all the cards underneath, and then if you roll a 20, eventually you can cast all of them without paying the mana cost. So that's the payoff here. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, let's see if we can get to do any of these cool dice synergy cards in today's video. I think you'll have a lot of fun. It's adding a new mechanic into the game that doesn't normally fit, but I think it does actually work pretty well. I have to say, it doesn't interrupt the flow of the game too much. Rolling dice is always fun. People like rolling dice. I think rolling dice is much better than flipping coins. Don't know what it is about flipping coins. I think it's when I used to play Pokemon back in the day, you'd flip coins and like they'll land on your card. And if the coin was a heavy metal coin, it would like damage your cards. But obviously in digital, that doesn't matter. So maybe flipping coins digitally is actually fine as well. But yeah, let's get into the games. I do want to keep this hand because we have dice rolling things. We have Roaming Throne, which is going to be sick with Farideh as well. So we name a creature type, and it makes triggers of that creature type happen another time. So Farideh will draw 2 cards if we roll 10 on any dice. It's pretty awesome. Let's go for the Ragavan here. They could have a counter, which would be interesting for a defender. But I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be that weird. Growth Spiral. A 215. That is a very large toughness. And a very weird type. Crocodile Elk Turtle. Okay, I mean, if we get the Copper Dragon, that's going to be sick. I mean, it's going to have to get in with damage first, but it's always scary when you just see someone ramping hard, and there's not much we can do about it, because land destruction is not that commonly played. I think because land destruction is not even that good. Because we'd kill one, let's say, with land destruction, but cultivate gave them 1+1 to hand, so let's try and do some damage here. Pretty cool island, though, I have to say. And we exiled a land. I think we'll go for Ristic. Unless I've got a counter spell. How are we going to get for a 215? I don't really know. Spell Pierce. Oh, that's not something you see very often. Makes me wish we went for something else now, obviously, but Walking Bulwark. Until end of turn, target creature with defender gains haste and can attack. As though it didn't have defender. Damn, that's weird. What is this? Okay. I think I want to kill this Bulwark. Giving something haste is not something I'm too fond of.
there is.
I like the idea that Chandra can actually burn a drawbridge as well. It's kind of cool. She could have done that. Although this gives haste as well. So actually, this would have actually been the better one to kill, wouldn't it? But this is uncommon. Oh, it's got trample. It's annoying. They just had to have something with trample, didn't they? Yeah, I suppose Chandra wasn't long for this world. I don't know why they're slow rolling. It's pretty obvious they're going to swing in there. Well, they could have even attacked with both and then attacked me for 3 as well, but they chose to not do that. Okay. Stasis field loses all their abilities. Yeah, so if we'd blocked with Ragavan, it would have not made a single bit of difference. Chandra would have still died. Okay, let's go for the Copper Dragon here. I mean, if this hits, we should get some good stuff. Do they want to give creatures haste until a turn? That'd be nice. And activate it on our behalf. Looking at this like, what? Come on, let's get one hit in, please. Draw cards equal to his toughness. Jesus. Verdant Sun's Avatar. You can gain lots of life. They could give it haste. Roll that many dice plus 1, ignore the result. That's going to be good. So we get to roll 2d20s. Oh my goodness. Let's see how many we can get here. Please, Papa. Give us a big old... Give us a 20. Give us a 20. Come on. Never rolled 2d20s before. How's a graphics going to look for this? 18. Oh my goodness. 18 treasures, guys. That is a lot of treasures. That is a lot. Well, I guess we can play some magic cards here. If you would roll 1 or more dice. As if that rolls multiple times per turn as well. We might as well just empty our hand. That is so cool. 18 treasures. I actually owned one of these in paper, the different artwork, the special artwork for it, and I kind of regret selling it now. So we can pay 6 to roll dice. So we're going to name Warlock, I guess. So we get extra triggers. Warlock. I think we've done well to get all this stuff out. It's pretty unlikely to have the combination of synergy. And that's an instant. So if a triggered ability of another creature you control triggers additional time. We could have actually named Pixie Guide. We could name Fairy. And then we would have rolled an extra 3 dice in total. That would be friggin' sick. Pride of Hull Clay. Got to be careful of this. So they're going to gain 15 life. That's a lot of toughness. Target creature gets +1/+0 whenever this creature deals damage. Draw cards equal to its toughness and can attack as I don't have defender. Damn, son. Okay. They don't have trample, I don't think, which is fine, apart from the Restless Vinestalker, but I don't want to just highlight that. I don't want to highlight the fact that is... Oh, they've seen it. This is dangerous. This Verdant Sun's Avatar is super dangerous. The fact that if we kill their commander, they can just replay it and gain 15 each time. It's gonna make killing them almost impossible, really. This is gonna be sick. So many triggers. 10, 15. So we're gonna draw an extra card with Farideh as well. Ooh, I like those cards. A braid. Oh wow. Draw 2. That's crazy. And I would do that, but that's 6 mana is a lot. So I think we're just going to use this to destroy the Crashing Drawbridge. Because that is scary with all the big stuff. Destroy artifacts. Yeah, they can't give it any more defense that way. Okay. When it attacks, roll. And this one says each player sacrifices a permanent. Each player sacrifices 2 permanents. That could be pretty awesome as well. They've got no reach. Has that got reach? Trample? Nope. So yeah, we're just going to go over the top here. It's going to make minimal difference, to be honest. But let's just get some more cards. This is epic. This is a good battle. Just realised the game attack is Mike 1 2 3 4 9 7 1 4. Pattern break. Pattern interrupt. 17 treasures. And we get to draw 2 cards. Holy hell. This deck is amazing. I love it. Lightning bolt. So I think we go for this, definitely. Look at the treasures. We've got 20-ish. 22 treasures. So we want to get 20, obviously. Each player sacks a permanent. Still fine. I guess we'll sack the Ragavan. They lose a land, which could be good. Eternal High, draw a card. Man, they're holding priority a lot here. And I guess we'll keep the blink of an eye open to maybe bounce something if they go for this ability. They might regret using the Spell Pierce on the Stasis Field that early, but Simic with 7 mana up. Guardian Project. Okay. Annoyingly now, if we bounce one of the creatures, they're going to gain loads of life. So I think it's better to just go for the Guardian Project. Oh, goodness me. That would have been so cool to see how many more triggers we had. That was epic. So cool. I'm going to quickly interrupt this video to tell you this video is not sponsored. And because of that, the channel does need help from people like you. So if you do want to support the channel in your own way, you can like and subscribe, which is completely free. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can donate to the channel via my Ko-fi link below or become a channel patron. And if you become a channel patron, you can get a custom video of your choice. Check out the details below. Not going to lie, I'm a bit worried about being able to kill this spider. It's an 8/8. Like, how are we going to actually take it down? I don't know. Got a snipe. I mean, that might be one way to just ignore it and go for their life total, but they're most likely going to have a lot of removal spells. I mean, it's green-black. Combined together, it's Removal City. Ward 2 as well. Yeah, this is going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. Let's go for Gutter Snipe here. If they try and kill it, we can bounce it to our hand, I suppose. 3, 4, 5. 5 mana as well. They are really preparing for that. I guess, yeah. Oh, Pro Black. That would have been really nice to have. Tap a creature. I guess we go for Sword. That'll be nice. Pro Blue and Black could actually be really good here because their kill spells will be primarily black. So, yeah. Very tempting to use the stun dismissal on the uprising, but this could be the only way to tempo the spider. No, wait, did they miss a land drop? That's crazy. That is huge. 1, 2, 3. Now they can't kill the Gutter Snipe. Huh. It's funny that. It's funny how a land drop can make or break a deck, isn't it? Because dealing with an 8/8, I mean, they could have a green spell, maybe? Interesting. That's a green spell, but it has black in it. Okay, yeah, we'll return it. Oh, no, we can't because it's got protection from blue. Oh, that's somewhat ironic, isn't it? Okay. Darn, they actually had... They had it. Okay. It is the battlefield. I'll just go for the dwarf. Okay, fine. The interesting part here is that the Terror Summoner did not go for the sword. Unless they have something else for that. Please don't have a casualties. If it's a casualties, we probably just die. Shelob. Ward 2. You get to draw a card. Okay. Equip this. Maybe we just bounce it first. Pay the ward. We don't want... We essentially don't want to have it out ever. Otherwise we're going to start losing creatures and they're going to steal them, so... Oh, interesting. I don't really want that. I don't really want that either. And I'm actually not going to cast that yet because I want to bounce it back, the Shelob back to the hand again next turn. You could also get for Scion of Stygia, which taps their creature. I mean, they're going to keep drawing cards, but if we have Pro Black, what are they going to do? They can't block. Land is actually fine on top. Now, if they have any hexproof, it's going to be annoying, but... Add... Pay it. Okay. Let's go for Farideh, I guess. All we really have is tempo here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it for much longer. Like, if they have a board wipe, then... Yeah, there you go. Blood on the snow. That does suck. I guess we can attack the Guardian Idol. If we do need to. Be quite funny, wouldn't it? He's going to kill him with a Guardian Idol. Absolute lols. They can't block it. They can't kill it very easily. So many lands and stuff on top. Did we get... Oh, yes. We should get a Goblin. That's good, because now we don't have to keep paying to activate the Guardian. So... we draw another card. And also, if they kill our token, they're not going to get a copy of it. Please don't have a kill spell. As if they're going to kill the token. Oh, god damn it. So they're going to get a copy of that. But, oh, they do! Whenever another creature dealt damage to a spider, create a token as a copy of it, except it's a food. Son of a gun. So we can... It's fine. It's fine. We can still do the thing. This is actually quite funny. If we win with the Guardian Idol, this is going to be hilarious. Down to 7. Seriously, dude. How many freaking lands do they want to give us? That is ridiculous. That's 4 lands on top with 2 triggers there. Great Henge. They're going to start getting 2 life a turn. Yeah, I don't think we can win now if they've got Great Henge. Invasion of Zendikar as well, which they can now flip. Annoyingly, it gives them a green creature, so they can block. Although we do have the Thundering Rebuke. How big is it? It's a 4/4. They aren't going to draw another card. Ugh. Annoying. They just got really lucky with their removal spells this game. Green removal, black wipe. Everything that gets around our protection, in fact. Oh, it's a 5/5 because of the Great Henge. How do we get around this? I really don't know, to be honest. I mean, they're bound to have more removal. I honestly don't think there's anything we can do now. Let's give Faraday the sword. Yeah, this is a bit demoralizing, to be honest. Yeah, now they're gonna get a. Do they get? As if they get a food of our commander. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. That's painful. That's painful. It's just too much, and they've got so much food. They could have gained 3, 6. They're gonna gain 8 again in the next turn. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you just know when it's over, and that was definitely it. Okay, this is a pretty cool starting hand. Really nice. Against Cryptozoologist. It's steal cards, right? Yep, steal cards from our deck. 2 toughness, we can deal with it with a bolt. But we can also go for a sword if we want to next turn. Probably don't want to do that yet. I feel like that's not a great use considering we don't have any other creatures out. We probably want to work towards getting the Faraday out before anything else, really. I know that's not very exciting, guys, but... So if we go for the sword here, it's still going to take a while for Faraday to come out and play, so... I'm going to bolt this. Pixie Guard. Yeah, let's give it Faraday. Next turn, probably the sword. And this should be pretty good protection from red and green. That's half of their deck. They complain. That's pretty good. So seeing as we can't equip the sword anyway, we might as well just go for 2 things. And if we do hit a land in the following turn, we can then play it and equip subsequently anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't actually do us too much of a favour going for this just first. But we'll see. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe this is good to intro our land drops in the following attack phase. But then also, by playing it later, we get a trigger from the 3rd path Iconoclast. Oh, they're just going to kill it. Fair enough. But if they're spending their turn doing that, I can't really complain. Yeah, so sadly we did missed a land drop. Please do not have a counter spell. That would be sad. 5 damage to target creature or player. That's pretty sick, actually. 1 more mana, and we can use the Faraday's Fireball, which is actually alliteration, but also flavour. It's Faraday herself. It's Fireball, pretty cool. Artwork here is just stunning as well. Here comes Lonis. And an Antique Collector. Lots of words, but whenever it enters, creatures you control gain. Whenever this dies, you shuffle it into your library. If you do, investigate. Weird. Very weird ability. So they can't block here. Let's do this. Please, lands. Lands would be nice. At least 1. We missed 2 land drops here. Oh, we can't play that either. It's a shame. Guess we'll go for the Midnight Clock. And yeah, we're going to get to roll... Instead of roll that many dice plus 1. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice. It's a shame it doesn't say for each dice roll. It just says 1 or more. So, that's a shame. I thought we were going to have a good game there, but sadly, it seems that the protection sword was enough. I presume they quit because they didn't have removal for this. But it wasn't the be-all end-all. They could have maybe stolen some answers from us by sacrificing their clues. They can reveal the top X of our library, but non-permanent to play with mana value X or less. With enough clues, they could have stolen something good and killed the sword. It's a shame. This deck probably gets a lot better with the latest Ravnica set as well. Which So I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but I presume this is from Simic, right? This is kind of cool because this was released in Modern Horizons, which kind of seeded the idea that we were going back to Ravnica with clues, I guess. But yeah, that's actually kind of cool. A card from Modern Horizons synergizes with the latest Ravnica set. I like that. Okay, not gonna lie, I had to stop recording. I've been recording for probably about 2.5 hours now, which is ridiculous in order to get some good footage. But yeah, it was just sadly the opponents you get were terrible. You know this now. It's historic brawl. That's just what historic brawl is. Terrible opponents at all times. I faced Pantalaza twice. Why am I facing these decks? I don't know. Apart from that, it is a very, very fun deck. I think obviously it is hindered by the fact that you have to include D20 style effects in order to get a boost, and the boost isn't that fantastic. Drawing a card is the best part here. Flying Menace is just meh. So you're going to be playing a lot of sub-optimum cards in order to have as much fun as you can with this. I think given another set with dice, this deck can get so much better. I just think we're one set away from this deck popping off with just more dice synergies. Because it just doesn't give you any value, it dies so much to everything. But you know it now. If you've watched my channel for a while, you just know the pains I go through to get you guys videos, and it takes a long time, 2.5 hours to get 24 minutes of footage. That ain't a very good return if you think about it. So yeah, that's why supporting the channel really helps. It really helps because if you like the content and you've got anything from it, then supporting it is any way to kind of make me feel like it is worth it. But I appreciate your viewership, and yeah, it's all good. It's just, man, sometimes decks like this really take it out of me. And 2.5 hours, I could be doing something else. I could have watched a movie in that time. So yeah, it's not a great return, and it is partly due to Arena's matchmaker. It's just terrible, just terrible. WotC, just sort it out, sort it out. If you do want to copy the deck list because you're a mad man or woman, it is in the description below as usual. You know where it is. And yeah, support the channel, watch another video. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.